the worst case of someone getting exactly what they deserve. Back in college, there was this guy called Mark who thought parking rules didn't apply to him. Every morning, he'd roll up in his Tesla and park directly in front of the building's entrance. Not in a parking spot, literally right in front of the doors, blocking traffic. People complained, security warned him, but he'd just laugh and say, "They won't tow this car." One day, he pushed his luck too far. It was pouring rain, and instead of walking from the student lot like everyone else, he parked on the sidewalk under the overhang, completely blocking the entrance. A professor tried to squeeze past his car and ended up slipping in a puddle. That was the last straw. Security wasn't playing games this time. They didn't just tow his car, they relocated it. The next morning, Mark was smiling like the world was all sunshines and rainbows, with his keys in his hand, only to find a huge crowd gathered. People were pointing, laughing, taking photos. His precious car was sitting on the roof of the parking garage. It turns out, a few guys from the engineering department, fed up with his parking for months, teamed up with campus security. They borrowed a forklift from the maintenance department and carefully lifted his car onto the top level, right next to the school's massive LED sign that read, "Don't park like an idiot." Mark panicked. He sprinted up to security, demanding to know who did it, but the guard just shrugged and said, "We didn't tow it. Maybe you parked it there?" His face turned bright red. He had to personally call a tow truck and pay over $1,500 in fines. From that day on, he parked in the furthest parking spot possible.